What's going on, guys? Tristan24 here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've got match week 40 predictions in the championship. Let's get straight into it. So this week's games are interesting. Of course, they're being played on Easter Monday, so the day I'm recording it today is actually Easter, so happy Easter to everyone watching this. Hope you had a good day as well. And let's, on screen now will be the prediction league. Let's just talk about this for a second. I just had my biggest point score of it. I had 15 in 1 week, which is insane. I just want to say something as well. On your comments, when you comment in your predictions, if it says edited next to it, means you edited the comment. I'm not going to count it from now on. I've seen a few of you doing it, and it's sort of a bit dodgy when you get the scores right. So if I can ask you not to edit your comments, otherwise I will not be counting it from this match week forward. But apart from that, it's all good. If you do forget a score, just try and make a new comment, and I'll add them on for you. Don't worry about that. But just so then it's not anything dodgy going on and no cheating, just to make it all fair. But without further ado, let's get straight into the predictions now. So the first game is the 12:30 kickoff on Monday. Middlesbrough against Watford. Watford now, they look like they've got second spot. Middlesbrough are still chasing for the playoffs. Are they going to get it though? Not too sure. They just lost to Bournemouth, of course. For this one, I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. If it was at home, then probably would say a Watford win. But I think they're going to slip up a little bit here, but not massively. I think they'll get a point away at the other side. Not all three, though. Next up is Blackburn against Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth a massive win, and they're a team that like to score goals at the moment. Blackburn, they just lost to WYCOMBE, which I did actually predict that to happen. And a lot of Blackburn fans now calling for Mowbray to go out, of course, the manager. Maybe next season they'll start with someone fresh and maybe push for the playoffs, because Blackburn last season they looked decent, but they sort of fell short at the end. But next season, if they get a new manager in, anything can happen. For this game though, I am going to go for Bournemouth to win 4-0. Up next is Coventry against Bristol. This is going to be a bit of a... I can't see many goals in this one, to be honest. Coventry, they're not looking that good recently. Bristol, they're terrible at home, but away, which they are in this game, I think they can win 2-0 to Bristol. Luton versus Barnsley is the next game. Luton at home, they're decent. Barnsley, they just got a point against Reading in a massive game, which they couldn't lose. A penalty in the 6th-7th minute for them. For this game though, I think Barnsley will outclass Luton. Last season they were seen as a relegation 6-pointer this one, but now Barnsley may be going to the Premier League next season, which that'll be insane. So I do think Barnsley are going to win this one 2-1. Nottingham Forest against QPR is the next game going up then, and I do think Nottingham Forest are going to lose. They got a good win against Cardiff, Welsh Legoland, but QPR, recently they've been looking really strong, and I think they'll get a win at the City Ground, 2-1. Reading against Derby is the next game. Reading, they need to keep on winning. I don't know how they haven't won against Barnsley on Friday. They had an open goal. I think it was Lucas Jow as well. He just missed the open goal. Pressure got to him, obviously, but you know, this one I do think Reading will get back to winning ways after a little bit of a slip off. But against Wayne Rooney's Derby County, I think they'll win 2-1. Rotherham Wycombe, this is a massive game at the bottom. If Wycombe lose this, it looks like they are going to be done, but they have been surprising a few people recently. Can they stay up and do the absolutely impossible? Looking unlikely, but they're only like 3 wins off survival, but it all depends on how the other teams go about it. For this one, I'm actually going to say Wycombe to get a 1-0 win away from home, and I do think I'm going to make this call now. I think Wycombe will stay up on the final day. That's a big call, And if it happens, then I'm literally a genius. I'm not. Stoke against Millwall is the next game. Stoke, I'm not too sure if they're going to get into the playoffs. Millwall just beat Rotherham 1-0. And Rotherham actually missed a penalty in that game and had 10 men. So, not too sure about Millwall. They're not the most convincing recently. Stoke, however, they're the opposite. They've been decent recently. They've been getting the goals, getting the points. But is it too late for them to get into the playoffs? I'm not too sure. A win here would be good for them. And I'm going to back them for a 2-0 home victory. Swansea against Preston is the next game to predict. Now, Swansea, we haven't won in 3, haven't scored in 3, which is disappointing. We always do bad after the international break, but against Preston, they get points against the top sides this season. But in this one, I got to back the Swans for a 2-0 win. I just feel a bit confident in this one. We're going to be doing a watch-along for it as well, guys, at 3 o'clock on Monday, which is tomorrow. So make sure you're there and let me know your predictions for all the games in the comment section down below as well. Next game, Sheffield Wednesday against Cardiff. This is the later kickoff on Monday, 5:30. Sheffield Wednesday, you know, they're looking good. I think they can survive. It's going to be tight. I'm not too sure because Birmingham look good as well. We'll get onto them in just 1 second. Cardiff, if they don't win this one and the teams above them do, it looks like playoffs is going to be cut off for them. Unfortunately for them, but I do think in this one Sheffield Wednesday are going to get the win, 2-1. Brentford now against Birmingham. Now Brentford normally slip up against, I rephrase that. Birmingham normally get points against Brentford. It seems to be Brentford's bogey side, but in this one I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Brentford haven't been the most convincing recently. They haven't got that many points where they probably should have. Birmingham, they just beat Swansea. They had 2 penalties. I do think the refs are a bit biased in that game. The second penalty incident is never a penalty. And that's, of course, where they went to school from. But in this one, a 1-1 draw, I think. I think Birmingham will do well against Brentford to hold them to a draw. And the final game on Tuesday night is Norwich against Huddersfield. Huddersfield, they just drew to Brentford. 1-1, of course. They've had a few tough games recently, Huddersfield. Norwich just dropped points to Preston. Not good for them, but it looks like they are going to still go on and win the championship. But in this game, I actually fancy Huddersfield to get a draw. 2-2 away at Craven Cottage. What am I on about? Can't think of Norwich's stadium now. I'll put it on screen somewhere. My mind's gone blank. Cannot think. Right, Carrow Road. That is it. Just come to my memory. Carrow Road. That's it. Not Craven Cottage. That's Fulham. But anyway, guys, if all my predictions were to come through, if all my predictions were to be correct, then on screen now will be what the table will look like. Make sure you get your predictions in the comment section down below. Like the video if you have enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I'll see you in the next video very soon. Watch along tomorrow for Swans versus Preston. Make sure you're there, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, guys.